Alright, hope everybody's doing good. I know I haven't really posted a whole lot here lately. It's mainly because I've been trying to take time off the internet and, I've been on vacation the past few weeks. And yes, I know my face does look a little wet. It's because I'm sweating. It's been super fucking hot here lately. High 90s, almost 100 degrees. Last I checked on my phone earlier, it was 103. So, yeah, that's hot. But getting to the subject, so I've been hearing a whole lot of bullshit going on here the past few months, and from people getting pissed off about a situation that happened in Minneapolis to the whole thing with statues getting taken down with, to people getting offended by, all sorts of things, like some sort of syrup or shit like that, that's just completely fucked up. And then, recently Kaepernick took to Twitter and said 4th of July is a celebration for white supremacy, which I think is completely fucked up. That is the most fucked up thing I've heard come from a liberal, other than, Joe Biden's speech where he said, if you vote for Trump over me, you ain't black. Man, if it were Trump or a conservative that said that, you'd have been called a racist for that. But I guess, since Joe Biden is a liberal, that doesn't matter to people. And Kaepernick, you are a fool for making that tweet. But, man, you liberals out there who are going around tearing statues down, getting offended by, all sorts of food brands like Aunt Jemima or anything like that, you guys are just making fools out of yourself right now. You not realize how long Aunt Jemima has been around? A very long time, and now all of a sudden you guys are getting offended by that? I mean, man, it's... And then all these riots and protests and all this looting that's been going on here, the past fucking few months now, all because, George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, and all of them were shot and killed, Yes, they were innocent and all, but, people are going way overboard on their minds with those situations because here they are causing chaos around this country all because of that. And then, of course, you had this criminal in Atlanta, he took a taser from a cop and tried to attack a cop. And the cop shot him for self-defense. And now because of that, that cop's facing a lot of trouble. And then, you had this couple in St. Louis who were protecting their protecting their property. They had their front gate entrance knocked over. Those people were trying to protect their homes. And because of that, now they're getting in trouble. Can you believe that shit? So protecting your house is against the law now? All because, Black Lives Matter or, all the other liberals out there who are, pushing their hate towards Trump, conservatives, and all that, want it to be against the law? You guys make no sense at all. Things like this are why I do not vote Democrat. Nothing against Democrats that are against these types of things, but seriously, man, it is completely fucked up on how, on what things have come to, People tearing down statues because they think it's a great idea to, and then you got rioters and looters, causing chaos across almost each and every city in America, and, they get locked up for it, and then you get all these famous celebrities like Billie Eilish, Harry Styles, Pink, and all them, donating money to get them bailed out. And another thing, of course, Billie Eilish took to YouTube, or some interview, about a month or so back, slamming the All Lives Matter term and saying things like Black Lives Matter. Okay, yes, Black Lives Matter, okay? I will not disagree with that. I will never disagree on that, no matter what happens. But you not realize what all lives matter means? If you're going to get online and go on Google and just look it up and it says all lives matter is just a protest of Black Lives Matter, you're not looking on the right website then. I mean, where'd you find that? Wikipedia? Didn't your teacher ever tell you, when you're doing a research not to look at or look on Wikipedia for shit like that? I mean, I had this one dipshit about a few weeks back, kept messaging me or actually it was through Facebook commenting, because it was a Facebook post from Liberty Hangout, about this one girl, everybody else on her team, I think it was a soccer game or something like that. Everybody was kneeling except for this one girl who was respectfully standing for the national anthem. And, she is sticking up for what she believes in. And so many people think that she is standing because she is pro-police brutality. Really? Do you people not understand what standing for the national anthem actually means now? Just because, one football player, started kneeling and claimed, he was doing it to protest against police brutality, that does not make you pro-police brutality for standing for the national anthem. You stand for the national anthem because you respectfully support your troops, you're proud to be an American, and that's that. Not because you are pro-police brutality. You can be against police brutality and still stand for the national anthem. You could still support law enforcement and also support Black Lives Matter or the black community. Do you people not understand that? And then, of course, now there's this new thing. I guess it's the Black National Anthem or something like that. I guess there's this thing at football games or whatever, where they play, America's national anthem and then they play the Black National Anthem. That is completely fucked up. I'm not saying that to be racist or anything, but if there was such thing as a white national anthem, you know how racist that would sound? I mean, think about that for a minute. I understand there's been a lot of black people, that have been getting mistreated and all that, those who have been getting treated poorly and all that. And, I understand that's a big issue. Police brutality, yes, that's a big issue too. Racism, that's an issue. But those are not the only issues here in America. I've said this many times in some of my other videos. Not all black people are criminals. Not all white people are racists. Not all cops are bad. Like, come on now. You guys need to look at that fact before you go on and, it's just, it's really sad on what things are coming to right now, all because, so many people want a change for this country. Causing chaos, knocking down statues, trespassing on property that isn't yours, and then, going after those people because they were protecting their property. That's not gonna make the situation any better. I hope you guys understand that. And if you don't understand that, well, you need to. You guys are only making the situation worse than what it is. And it's bad enough things are a mess as it is. All because, you know, we've had a few bad things happen here in the country here lately. You know? You guys, you need to stop what you're doing and actually think about what you're doing before you make the situation any worse. We as Americans need to come together and work together on our issues rather than hate on everybody, and hate on those with different opinions just because you don't agree with them. That's not how it works. Of course, people are going to have different opinions than what you have. That's how it is. If everything was the same, nobody would have opinions then. Just think about that for a sec. Like I said, you can be against police brutality or, racial injustice and also be against rioting and looting. You could support law enforcement and also support Black Lives Matter and things like that. You could, and you could also stand for the national anthem and also be against police brutality. Just because you don't look at it that way, that doesn't mean it can't be that way. But, anywho, that's all I gotta say. Again, yes, I know my face is awfully sweaty. Like I said, it's been super hot lately, dealing with this heat, and it's crazy. Hopefully, we're supposed to get a storm tonight, and hopefully it rolls in here soon. But that's all I gotta say, thanks for watching.